Hello, marketing class. This is Mrs. Lamphere, and we're looking at lesson 1 of section 5. And section 5 deals with using the internet both at home and in the office, and kind of technology in general and its uses. So let's dig in. So when we're looking at technology in business, let's first define what technology is. A lot of people think it's just computers or the internet, but actually technology is any sort of human-made, that should say, object or process designed to help people do things. So it could be any sort of electronics, but it could be like your office desk. It's designed to help you do things by like keeping more organized and whatnot. So there's lots of different forms of technology. So in the office space, it could be computers, software. Some of the top software types that you would have in an office would be like word processing or Microsoft Word, a spreadsheet program, Microsoft Excel, presentation program, which would be like PowerPoint, email, or a database. And database would be like Microsoft Access. I don't know if you've had the opportunity to work with that at all, but those are some main software programs that most offices have. And then for printing devices, also a form of technology, there's printers, copy machines, fax machines, and nowadays they have these kind of all bundled in one, which is pretty nice. So those are very common in office settings. And continuing on with the same office equipment, networks and wiring. So a computer network is a collection of devices connected by cables, wires, or wireless. So like in an office space, maybe all the computers are on the same network, and that just makes it easier for computers within that network to share information. So for instance, at my old job, we were all on the same network, so I could save something into my file on the network, and my boss could also access it from her computer. So it just kind of makes it nice and easy. When you're on the same network, you can get to each other's information. Furniture and accessories, again, these all deal with technology as well. The desk, the chairs, the telephone. Again, that's kind of just one of those human-made objects that help people do things. And then as well as storage devices, so like a flash drive, external hard drive, those are common forms of technology in the office space as well. Technology terms that you should be familiar with: the internet and the web. So the internet is the collection of computers that are linked together, while the web, the World Wide Web, WWW, is the collection of linked documents shared via internet. Okay, so a lot of people, those are pretty much interchangeable, but there is a difference between them. So go and quiz your mom and your dad or your brother and sister, see if they know the difference between either of those. Email, electronic mail, most of you probably have an email account. If you don't, you have your K-mail accounts, and it works kind of the same way. Except with email, they always include that symbol, which means the domain provider that they're working with. So we're going to get a little more into email here in lesson 2, I believe. We also have an internet service provider. So for instance, mine is Comcast, I believe. So that's kind of a big one in Colorado, I think, but you might have a different internet service provider. And that is different from your web browser. The web browser is the program that you use to navigate the internet or the web. So this would be like Internet Explorer or Firefox, or if you have a Mac, maybe use Safari. Those are types of web browsers. The more technology terms: web page and a website. A web page is a document on the web, whereas a website is a collection of related and linked pages. So while there might just be one page, usually a page is a part of a website. So just kind of the differences between web page and website. URL is the address on the web, so like your http://www.k12.com would be a URL address. Links, you're probably familiar with like what links are. Hyperlinks within text is usually something that you can click on, and then it takes you to an additional website or a form to fill out, or something that is linked to that same website. Search engine is something you use to search within your web browser. So I think Google is probably the most popular one, but then there's also Yahoo, AOL, and several different search engines out there. Information systems are systems that use technology to let people interact with data. So that's, again, like something that would be more internal in like an office setting, and allows people within that office to kind of interact with their own data. Technology benefits. Okay, so obviously there's going to be benefits from using technology. Productivity is huge. You can get a lot more done, a lot quicker, and in turn making you more productive during the day. Definitely helps with accuracy. I don't know about you, but I use like spell check all the time whenever I'm typing anything, except for my PowerPoints apparently, because I misspelled a couple words on the first slide. But helps with accuracy. Information access, obviously that one's huge with the internet and having all those resources available to you. Communication is also a major benefit, especially if you're doing business, maybe communicating with other businesses or clients or customers online via emails, social networking, what have you. Technology and communication has grown tremendously in the last 10 years. Global market access, so if you're a business, you can take advantage of that aspect where you can sell your products to someone across the world and that you might not be able to originally without technology. Information protection. So with technology, this can help us to protect a lot of our information, or our files and papers and reports, can help protect them from being lost or destroyed because they're safely saved on our computer. But something you do have to be aware of are hackers. So those individuals that try to get in and steal your information from your computer. So while it does help you kind of protect and keep it safe, at the same time you do have to make sure it's doubly protected by having blocks from hackers. So again, with global market access, kind of leads into what's called e-commerce. E-commerce stands for electronic commerce, and this is buying and selling products online. So if you own a business and you're on, say, Etsy, you're participating in e-commerce. Or if you buy and sell things on eBay or Amazon or Craigslist, that's all part of e-commerce. So it's any type of, again, any type of buying and selling products online. And that wraps up lesson 1. So I'll do lesson 2 on the next video, where we will be creating a Google account.